Death Battle as a show is one we all love, but perhaps the most underrated part of the show are the hosts themselves. We've already covered Wiz in episode 10, so now it's time for Boomstick. Welcome to the 20th episode of Drunk Powerscaling, the show where I hungoverly powerscale my favourite characters.
That was pathetic.
This redneck may not look like much, but trust me, he can solo half of your favourite franchises if you felt like it. Mainly thanks to weapons like his iconic shotgun leg, which is actually a gun from the game Doom. Trust me, this guy has so many weapons, such as machine guns that come out of his ass, the Brute Shot, Bubble Shield, and BR-55 from Halo, a rake blade, a massive chainsaw, claims that he has a nunchuck and lightsabers, a flamethrower, AK-47, handguns, kitten cannons, baby cannons, a nitroglycerin gun, a double-barrel bazooka, he can breathe fire with a lighter, he has rocket hands for flight, the Windbreaker can knock you out in an instant, vehicles like the Boomstick mobile, Doom Buggy, motorcycles and tanks, not to mention a Jack Spaniel that possesses Tekken's Devil G. He's worthy of Thor's hammer, which probably doesn't grant him his stats, but any ability you see Thor do in the comics, Boomstick should be capable of as well. He also has Thor's axe, Yarnbjorn. He has Mega Man's Mega Buster, Captain Falcon's helmet, Aquaman's trident, Wonder Woman's sword, Apocalypse's techno-organic virus, Blake's dust, Link's magic cape, SpongeBob's magic pencil, Popeye's spinach, Sauron's one ring, Dragonborn's soul stealer, Guts' sword, Shiro's sword, Rick's portal gun, Darkseid's boom tubes, the Doctor's DMAT gun, the Omnitrix, as well as a drink that grants him full access to the Speed Force. Outside of weapons, there's a variety of innate abilities, like the ability to speak at a frequency incomprehensible to humans. Similarly, he has a ghostly wail from Danny Phantom, he knows Naruto's drunken fist style, he has his own Sharingan, can time travel at will, and teleport. For some reason he can reincarnate himself into nearby bodies, he can summon food, and has Deku's Far-Jin quirk. He knows Kung Fu Panda's Golden Lotus Clap, and Skyrim's Dragon Shout. On top of this, he can bend elements like an avatar, manipulate his ki, use Hamon from JoJo's, he even knows magic spells like a sleep spell, and somehow he can punch the soul out of someone. Lastly, he has a JoJo's stand called 99 Bottles, which turns everyone into a beer for him to drink. He can even upgrade it to become 99 Bottle Requiem, which has the abilities and powers of Giorno's stand. And we all know how overpowered that thing is. That was quite the list. Obviously I can't go into everything in direct detail, mainly because of how Death Battle works as a show, but I hope I gave you a good enough idea of what he's capable of. So let's talk strength.
I guess you can't always get what you want,
but you just might find what you need.
Thanks, Mama.
Now get off my lawn, boy! Those goddamn squirrels ain't gonna hunt the rails!
He has enough strength to beat a shark to death. He ripped off Wiz's metal arm and knocked him out. He can punch down trees. He can casually lift and throw anvils. He's classified as a natural disaster due to all the experimenting he's undergone. He can create explosions comparable to the ones Persona 3's Mitsuru survived. With Far-Jin, Deku is comparable to half of All Might's strength punching these clouds. His Jack Spaniel can potentially blow up the sun, and a single can of Popeye's spinach can shatter stars. With the Omnitrix, he can recreate the whole universe. With Thor's weapons, he can damage multiversal threats like the Celestials. Not to mention, Requiem can potentially just collapse everything. If we assume it's similar to Giorno's version, it can revert deaths across an infinite amount of space-time. This will make Boomstick multiversal plus. Holy shit, that was a lot. So let's move on to speed.
How did this thing come about? Did a turtle get really drunk one night and then came across a tank and was like, I'll put my dick in that? Then 9 months later, the tank showed up at his door and was like, boom, this is yours. And then he raised it out of shame until one day it evolved, and then all the other turtles were like, that's fucking awesome. So then they all started plowing tanks?
Sure, why not?
He can dodge gunfire. With the Speed Force drink, he ran to Jupiter in seconds. 99 bottles should be comparable to other stands like Silver Chariots that can intercept the Hanged Man. Wiz once upgraded Boomstick mini fridge to contain infinite beer, and Boomstick straight up drank it all. The calc shown takes into consideration the average alcohol drank within a day, and how much he drank within about 8 hours. Thor's hammer can cross the universe in a short time frame. Requiem should have inaccessible speed, since in JoJo's it were able to move when time was completely erased. Basically, any Speed Force user has some form of immeasurable speed. Boomstick at his peak should be no different, so immeasurable speed it is. Neat. Let's discuss durability.
He was likely created as a giant FU to poor Soul by that man.
Which man?
That man.
I only see Soul Bad Guy.
No, it's that man.
It's just you and me here, Wiz.
Listen, the villain is that man.
Soul Bad Guy's the hero and the villain?
No, he's another character. Just pretend Soul Bad Guy's not there.
You mean he's invisible?
When this person was born into the world, his parents looked at this child and decided they would name him that man.
Who were they looking at, Wiz?
His name is T-H-A-T space M-A-N.
Well, F-U-C-K space Y-O-U. I'm out.
He survived consuming colloidal silver and eating a bunch of glow sticks, as well as eating 60 hot dogs in 10 minutes. He can shrug off being hit with a knife to the stomach, as well as being electrocuted. He's resisted to techno-organic virus, and was completely fine after clawing his own eyes out. He somehow ate fire and survived the alcohol in his stomach reacting to it. Wiz once sprayed him with a poison that harmed the Buddha, although this likely isn't to do with stats. He survived a god atomic bomb which wiped out a university campus. Since he's canonically in Red vs Blue, he should be able to survive this explosion both teams endured. He'd have to be able to survive the recoil from the All Might punch, so for durability he should be within the multi-continental ranges. But with GER, he should be able to resist multiversal destruction. However, that's more hacks than stats, so I'm not completely sold. But I'm here for it if that is the case. Anyway, sorry for the long delay on this video. I've had a lot going on within my personal life and I really need to sort it out, so I hope the wait was worth it. With that being said, stay safe, and as always, be excellent to each other.
Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man. There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
That's the worst pun.
What? It fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math, the pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?